Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to some Upsurge Premier League Grand Finals. Tonight we got two teams, two powerhouses, battling it out to be the champions of the Upsurge League. 8K Gaming, the best of the best, right out of the Delta bracket, and Dropped Bots, right out of the Alpha brackets, the Alpha Wolves, the undefeated. And on the mic tonight are the two Kingsmen, myself, Colin Seymour Moore, and Daniel, the Saved One Mena. Daniel, how are you tonight?
I'm doing absolutely amazing. Colin, how about you?
I'm doing fabulous. And honestly, this matchup can't look any better on paper.
Yeah, it's looking like a really good matchup. You got two top-tier teams. We even said that there last week when AK faced their opponents. Do you remember who they faced? It's just slipping my mind. Slaughterhouse. There you go. They were also two top-tier matchups. And as just a quick meme, I said I wanted to go 7-7 with 8-7 on map 3 overtime, and everyone got mad at me. And it actually happened. So I don't know if I want to see that again. Maybe if we want to watch as much R6 action as possible.
Look, I just saw our producer back there waving that game 3,
Yeah.
7-7.
it.
Go to the 8-7. I
do
want to
it.
see it go to the wire. Everybody wants it back here. We want to see that tight matchup.
Yeah.
It's going the whole way, especially in the grand finals, because this is for all the marbles. This is for the title of champion. And honestly, Dropped Bots, I heard pre-game that they get to play on defense to start off, and that's the preferred side too. So
I mean, there's a lot of advantages
yeah.
to running defense every single time. And I think the main thing that I think about is kind of the late game of what defense brings you. Right, because you're being rushed onto the point, but if you know every single point, if you know where to block, which operators to pick, then that could be a really good scenario for you to be in. Right, you're kind of securing yourself a very early game lead just by playing on defense a couple of times, and then you got to switch over.
Yeah. So even on attack though,
Right.
On attack, we don't know. 8K
Right.
Gaming just might bring the heat. It
Maybe.
might not even matter Dropbots playing on that defense, because if 8K Gaming just go off like they did against Slaughterhouse, I know Slaughterhouse came back in that game 3, but 8K Gaming looked stellar on their attacks. No matter what they were playing, they just looked unstoppable sometimes.
Yeah.
And it was just so close that it's hard to tell in a game that's close like that. But from the side of myself, that was a good showing from 8K, an excellent showing from Slaughterhouse. But we're in the grand finals now.
Exactly.
And we're going up against Dropbots.
Yeah.
And both of the teams in the regular season, they did go undefeated. So this might be even closer. I don't know how it can get closer, but it might be even closer.
Who knows?
So here we go. We're taking a look at the bracket here on the side of the Raven Conference. Dropbots played Ozone Esports, and they made it all the way through to the grand finals.
Yeah, we get to watch a lot of these matchups, or at least in particular, we got to watch last week's and in the Dropbots and Ozone matchup. Still, Dropbots coming out on top. We were talking about how both of these teams are undefeated, and it's kind of obvious that they are undefeated, but we've also seen a little bit of weaknesses as well come out from AK Gaming, and I think that comes with their kind of momentum, because they can get really good momentum in the early to mid game, and then all of a sudden once you kind of go into the map 2, like the mid game of map 2, I don't know, they kind of start falling off a little bit. Maybe they crumble. I don't know if their communication kind of falls off, but we're going to have to watch out for that to see if Dropbots can actually capitalize on any of that.
And I'm really excited. I've never seen Dropbots play, but I've watched Ozone play. They were one of the first teams that I casted in the Upsurge League, and they played really well when I got to see them play. So the fact that Dropbots beat them, I'm excited to see what this team can bring, because that would have been a hard matchup to go against, and we didn't get to cast it, sadly. It was probably an excellent match, but last week, or on the weekend, it was supposed to be the third place match between Ozone and Slaughterhouse, and one of the teams forfeit. And I'm pretty sure it was Ozone that came out on top. Yeah.
So that matchup, we already know who ended up winning that one. In the matchup tonight, it's going to be really awesome to see if we can actually quickly switch on over to the maps. We can just see what we're going to be playing on here tonight. Map number 1, it's going to be Consulate. What do you think about that map?
You know, we've watched some Consulate. I mean, we were playing some Consulate on the weekend. You know, we're just chilling, just having some fun on Consulate, finding out what this map is about. And this map is actually a lot of fun. I love the garage push on this map. The garage, it's crazy to see when a team has a really good hold on that garage.
Yeah.
because it's so easy to attack. You can just get the door open. You know, let's say you put a Montaigne in front of you. You block it off with the shield and have somebody plant behind you.
Yeah.
And it's just there's so many different ways you can attack this map.
Yeah.
But where my attention is really drawn to is Villa.
Yeah. This is going to be a very interesting map to watch just because we have never casted on it before. So that's going to be have you played on it
I've
before?
never even seen this map. So like, I know that's a bad sign, but like
that's fine.
But honestly, I'm excited to see what this map has to bring because every single time that I've casted Rainbow Six, the team has banned this map. I've never seen a team want to play Villa.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool to watch to see all of these maps come out here. Once again, we are fairly new R6 casters, but what's really cool is we're starting to play it a lot more.
Yeah.
So we're getting a lot together in our squads, in our friend groups, and we're just playing the heck out of R6, and it's so much fun. So we kind of know what's meta. We know what's usually going to be banned here. We know what's kind of unusual picks as well. So maybe we get to see a couple of those operators come out here today. But we're gonna be jumping on into this this pick ban phase. As we're gonna start.
No, the pick.
No, is that done? No, it's not. It's not done.
No, we're gonna see the ban
there
phase is going on.
We're still
right now. So who do you think we're gonna see on the ban phase? On the attack, you know?
I don't know. We were seeing a little bit of. I know this is the defender, but Mira was definitely on defense. I feel like Montaigne. I don't know why. Maybe it's just low elo. Maybe it's just also high elo. But Montaigne, man, all these shield characters very annoying to face against.
Yeah, and here we go.
Hibana. She's annoying.
Yeah, she goes by fast. I've never seen somebody want to ban out Hibana. Hibana's my favorite character. One of my favorite characters.
She's like the ranged thermite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
which makes sense, you know. Maybe want to block off that garage push a little bit more.
Yep. Nomad.
Ooh, that's a little different. Maybe we're watching out for those runouts. You know, you wanna keep those runouts clear. You don't want somebody getting behind you.
The one thing I always love to talk about is these target bans, right? We know the standard bans throughout all of the collegiate scene as well as in the Upsurge scene, but then you're starting to see these bans that are coming out here. Maestro a little bit more common. Nomad, Hibana, I don't know, aren't really banned out all that much, but it's really cool to see these target bans come out.
Yeah, and this final one, you know, I expect a Mirror and Echo, so I wonder who we're gonna get. And it's Mira.
There we go.
So there's the typical one. So we get Maestro and we get Mira. Those are people we see banned quite a bit.
Yeah.
And heading right into Consulate, guys.
There you go.
Drop your Crocs and grab your socks. We're heading right into the game, round 1, and let's introduce these teams.
Let's do it.
So, well, who's on drop bots?
Okay, over on the blue side, we got drop bots. We have Poison on Smoke. We have Proco, Vladder, as well as Wings and Adapt.
And over on 8K Esports, we got Wooter Dude, Rampage, Bales, Silky, and Drifter. I don't think we saw Silky play last time.
No.
Maybe that's a substitute in for this. I don't remember seeing Silky, but my eyes are on Wooter Dude and Drifter.
Bro.
Those two played they just played phenomenal last time. Wooter Dude just really put up quite the fight.
It took a little bit for him to get going.
Yeah.
If you remember in map number 1, he wasn't playing too well, but then all of a sudden started going absolutely insane. And I don't know why. Sometimes on maps like these, I forget what they look like until we actually get into the game, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is this map. This is the garage map. I remember this one.
Yeah, just a bunch of coppers casting some rainbow.
That's it. Copper 3 now. I ranked up.
You
Copper
ranked
4.
up?
From Copper 4. I'm proud of myself.
I still haven't hit my rank yet. I haven't done my placements.
Well, I'm already better than you. So
yeah, there you go.
That's what that tells you.
And here we see that garage setup coming underway. You know, we have those. It's really cool to see some of the different teams reinforce different walls because everybody has a different setup on everything. You see, sometimes you see the meta setups, but on like just the different areas, I like to see the different reinforcements put down.
I'm also really excited to see Mozzie with Jaeger combined because they can work really, really well together with their traps. You're already seeing an early game kill. Bales getting a nice spawn peek, maybe.
There's a counter. Adapt probably going for the spawn peek with that ACOG and then getting countered by Bales. Yeah. So it's right away advantage to 8K Esports.
Ooh, Silky. Just trying to look down the sights here. I believe Vlad was the one that was kind of looking. He was running away from some windows as the rest of the squad was about to go in there. As Wooter Dude see him here on IQ. I'm slowly adapting to IQ as well. I kind of like IQ.
Yeah.
IQ's fun to play.
IQ is fun. I really like because, especially playing against a pulse, IQ can go a long way holding that. But there is no pulse on the side of Dropbox. On the side, we have Jaeger, Mozzie, Mute, and Echo still up. On the side of Dropbots, on the side of 8K Esports, we got Thermite, IQ, Gridlock, Zofia, and Sledge. So heading straight into this, I just want to make something known that because this was supposed to be played the other week, we're still going on the rules that were supposed to be played.
Yes.
So the new operators came out, but they're not allowed to be played yet. Goyo and Goyo's counterpart aren't allowed to be played still either. Yeah. So that's something just to get across.
Yep. As we're starting to see a little bit more of this mid-round action, is Vlad going to pick himself up a kill. Nice little headshot coming through from himself. The roaming Mozzie. It's very, very annoying to face against, and we're starting to see why.
And there is a player down the hallway laying down, just waiting for that Mozzie because they know he's on the spiral staircase, but nobody wants to push him. That is Gridlock. Bales holding that angle. And Mozzie not wanting to push down yet. Rampage looking to thermite the wall, but maybe just not yet. Maybe not yet. Maybe going to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, you're starting to see the Gridlock traps come through there onto the floor itself. As Sledge going to throw a couple of shots into this room as Vlad grabbing himself another headshot here. He's finding a couple of heads, which is really good for himself. IQ just going to do some IQ things, destroy some things.
Destroy some webcams.
Yeah,
destroy some.
go.
Vlad taking out
again, bro.
Rampage. He's having quite the round. Vlad is
crazy.
Obviously someone to be watching out for this because we haven't seen him yet. We're in a 2v4 situation. And AK Gaming did have the advantage right away, but Vlad turning the tides right away. There is a player right to his left. Poison trying to put shots through Wings, getting the knife on Drifter. Last one standing is Wooder Dude. Looking to his left is Jaeger, and he's going to go down. That's first round to drop bots.
Wow. That was very easy. It looked very easy. It wasn't anything too crazy, right? It wasn't really a close round either. It was just Mozzie walking around, running around, picking up a couple of kills for himself, and Vlad already on the top of the leaderboard. 3 kills for himself.
You can really see why they wanted that defense.
Yep. That's what I was talking about earlier, is that sometimes teams, they thrive on that defensive angle.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you have a roaming Mozzie. Or maybe in other cases, you just want to play a little bit more defensive, and now you're starting to see that shift of play style. Doc is usually that supportive type of operator that loves to stay on site, loves to heal his allies with that ranged ability, right?
Yeah, and we're gonna see nobody on the side of Dropbox switching to a different defender. Yeah. On the side of 8K, it's gonna be the exact same setup too.
Yeah.
So no switches coming out. They're pretty confident in their picks right now. They're still feeling each other out in the early game, as these teams haven't played each other yet in the league.
Yeah.
So this is the first time they've met. So they're probably just trying to feel each other out.
Another thing that we need to touch on is the comp of operators that that Dropbots are pulling out here. If you notice, it's a lot of delay. Right, you see the Jaeger combo with the Mozzie. I was talking about that earlier. You're starting to see the smoke, the poison gas is so annoying to face against. You have the Doc, who's obviously very annoying. If any shots go to any of his allies, he's right there to heal them. So it's a lot of stalling that's coming up from Dropbots, and I feel like this is the type of game that they're playing. They choke out their opponents to the point where they have to rush onto the site.
I'm sorry, I just got a little bit lost because I can't believe that Mozzie reload is the most extra thing I've ever seen. The way he just flips it out and twirls it and puts it back in.
Yeah.
Just that right there. That's so extra.
I don't know. He can do it. He can do it fast.
He can do it fast.
He can do it fast. So
why
I
don't
think
you
that's
just pull
why.
it out and like put the next one in? You gotta flip it around, twirl.
He's Mozzie.
Yeah, he's Mozzie.
He's Mozzie. He's got to do some special stuff.
He takes over your drones and he
there you go.
twirls his reload and ammunition.
As now we're heading kind of into the 30-second. We're in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
We're 30 seconds in. That's what I've wanted to say there.
Wooder Dude is right next to the Mozzie wing. Yep. And they don't know each other's there because they're not
Sledge
directly right next to each other. And yeah, that is a sledge. Good job.
I see it. I can point out operators.
Thermite just going to be droning out everywhere. Oh my God, what is Adapt doing?
Don't like that one. Don't like that one.
He's adapting to his sensitivity. He's just having a good time.
Yeah, he's having a great time here in the grand finals. Maybe he wants to have a little bit of fun, and he's definitely doing so. You see Adapt. Now they might start to push into the point itself as 8K. They're being very passive with all these pushes coming through.
Gotta just one by one clear every angle. Silky putting shots down the hallway. Gonna Claymore behind him so nobody can rotate. Wooter Dude and Silky holding that angle inside main hallway. There's a player who is over in Spiral Staircase. They have to be just wary of that. I think that is Mozzie. And here we go. Silky's going to drone that out right now. Oh, Drifter might meet him.
That's
and he gets
huge.
the headshot on Wing, so advantage to AK Esports. But they did have the advantage last round, too, and they lost that. So how can Dropbots pull it back once again?
Wing, sorry. I was just going to say that Wing was the one that ended up closing out that round for them. So with one of their star players down, don't know how Dropbots are going to do it. Maybe the rest of the team can now start to pick up the slack. And we'll see how it is.
Yeah. And Wooter Dude just going to be upside down on the rappel, looking into there. Silky still looking down the hallway. Pulls out that Zofia gun. The operator just going to be flashbanging. Vlad picking up Bales. Vlad is the star. He's hitting another kill. And Vlad getting a double. Oh, my God. Nobody can stop Vlad.
Wow.
Vlad is on a tear. And Wooter Dude going to pick up Poison on the other side. We're in a 3-3 situation, but one of the players on 8K are down. And it looks like, once again, 8K are just falling apart, just like last round.
Whoa, that was sick.
Rampage, you dirty animal. Getting the shot through the wall, and just no one
there
where
it
he is.
is.
And Wooter Dude going to pick up Vlad. Vlad finally going down. We're in a
Huge,
2v1, but it's actually a 1v1 situation.
They know where he is.
It's a 1v1 situation because that other player on AK is down but not out. So Wooter Dude going to be going into the zone. Adapt shooting through the walls, putting some shots in. Wooter Dude very, very weak. Moving around, picking up the bomb. Got to put the bomb down.
It's got to put down.
Got to drop that diffuser, but we could see the shot coming into his back in just a few seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. The diffuser is down, and we're going to see AK Esports pushing this right away. Adapt's going to take out Wooter Dude. That's round 2 to dropped.
And that's going to be it. Adapt with a double kill. Maybe he thinks that there's one more player left. Maybe he's trolling. Yeah, he's definitely trolling. Yeah, he's going to try and disable it now. Obviously, he's got way more than enough time, but really, really nice skills coming from Adapt. He was able to track his enemy player literally at every single point during that push. It started off just from, I guess he kind of got spotted out in the window. I thought it was 1v2. I thought it was 2. You were kind of looking at that, and you mentioned that there was a downed player. But Dropbots, they're coming into this one 2-0 already. You're starting to see why they choose defense.
And here we get to see, are they calling for a rehost? I'm curious what's happening. All of Dropbots are dropping out of the server, and they're calling for a rehost.
Yeah, they're going to be calling for a rehost, so we'll just see what ends up happening with all of this. But what do you think so far with all of that action? Because you were freaking out over here, kind of shaking a little bit. That was awesome.
Honestly, I see why they picked defense. They just, especially Vlad. Oh my! I don't know
crazy.
what he had for breakfast, but he's flicking and taking heads off like it's nothing.
Yep.
And we get to see everything go down in the prep phase and his setup. But when it comes down to it, you think 8K has the advantage, and then just sidelined by Vlad, just taken out of the game, and he's really doing so much for his team. Adapt with the clutch there. I really enjoyed seeing him shoot through the wall over on the staircase. He knew where Wooter Dude was going to come through, and he knew the angles he had to hold. Wooter Dude did the right thing to get the diffuser down. Once he got the diffuser down, though, he had no clue where Adapt was, and where he was shooting him in the head.
Yeah. The one thing that I always love to watch is the momentum shifts.
Yeah.
Because we're obviously going to start to make a name for Vlad. He's going to be probably one of the star players here in this match unless he just absolutely flops, right? Unless the momentum just goes right downhill.
Yeah.
But another thing I want to see is which members of his team fully come up as kind of that second star on the team, or even the third one at that. Because Wings in the first round ended up taking down 2. He knew exactly where to go, where to defend, and he was able to effectively defend the point. But then you're starting to see Adapt. Adapt, he was just going absolutely insane. Ended up getting his own double kill. And it just allowed Vlad to pop off. Or at least the rest of his team allowed Vlad to pop off. But what we have to watch out for is Adapt and Wings going to be that second and third? Or are those bottom 2 guys going to start to come up?
Yeah, it's one thing I'm curious, because we've never seen Dropbots play before.
Right.
Oh, I'm curious to see if Vlad is that top person.
Yeah.
And if those players below him kind of do what they do, kind of do the motions, run through it all like one by one.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're just the support to his gun skill. Like,
Right.
because obviously he's just. It looks like a pub match when he's shooting. It looks like a casual.
And we're also starting to see a lot of AK Gaming
Yeah.
come out here in this match. Even though they did lose 2 rounds, we know exactly what's going on within their team. I don't know. They might have to switch up a couple of strats here on Consulate because they seem to be scaling the walls, going up to that 2nd floor and then making their way down. I don't know if that's the best strat for them, right? Maybe they can try and go through some other windows. Maybe try and actually go through the garage itself. Because we ended up seeing one of the players on AK. He kind of went solo in the basement. He blew open the garage door, went in with no one.
Yeah, like the thing is though is that they know they have to clear that roamer that's going to be sitting in the 3rd floor. But when they clear the roamer that's sitting in the 3rd floor, who was Vlad, and I think Wings was the roamer on the 2nd round, they just the trades just aren't in this favor of 8K Gaming. If that makes sense, like they go for that roamer and they send their whole team to clear that roamer. Because maybe they know that Vlad is the one that's going to be roaming, and he's kind of a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
So when they go for him, they need to just cut down at once and stop going one by one. Maybe just pinch him in there and take him out. Because once they take out Vlad, it should be, at the moment from what I'm seeing, it should be smooth sailing.
Yeah. So we're trying to get all these technical difficulties solved over here at the broadcast center. But while we do that, I just want to quickly send it over to not a break. Just got told not a break.
No, we don't
do breaks.
We don't do breaks.
What am I thinking? Dang, come on.
But on the serious side though, last time we casted, not last week, I think it was 2 weeks ago. We saw 8K Gaming play Slaughterhouse, and 8K Gaming played phenomenal. They had a few cracks in them, but when they really came down to it as a team, we saw Drifter, we saw Wooter Dude, and we saw those two just. Wooter Dude had a slow start. Drifter didn't have a slow start. It looks like they're having a slow start right now, both of them.
Well, the one thing that really tells if a player is a star player is if you can remember their name.
Yeah.
Right when you say their name, it's like, oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Wooter Dude. No one's going to forget that name. It's a very weird name, but he is also really, really good at what he does, as well as Drifter, right? I kind of recognize his name. It's a very weird relation, but he's got no E in his name.
Yeah.
So you can recognize that. I don't know why. I sound like I'm crazy. Also Rampage. Rampage is also really good. Sorry, Bales. You gotta show up here this week. But I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Maybe next time.
Cavi. No, just a prank. Just a prank. We almost saw Cavi come out. I don't see a lot of Cavi played in the competitive scene, so I was surprised. But this time, on the side of dropped bots for the defense, we're gonna see Smoke come out, and we're gonna see Castle. They're gonna be holding that first.
Jackal.
Ooh, okay, there we go. Jackal on the side of 8K, played by Bales. So there's going to be a switch up on both teams from these operators.
Yeah.
And that 1st floor lobby, that smoke grenade it'll probably come in handy. That's going to be a good thing to have. So I see why they have it. And that Castle is going to be walling up those 1st floor windows.
That's it.
Just making sure that it's harder to get in for the enemy team. And here we go, round 3.
This is interesting. We usually don't see a 1st floor bomb hold.
Yeah,
no,
you're right.
We usually see a top floor or a bottom floor. And even at that, it's one other bomb location. But it's definitely not this one, right? Because the bomb is so just out in the open. Right in the front doors.
Yeah.
Come take our bomb.
Here you go. It's at the front desk. They're just greeting.
All they gotta do is check in
to defuse. Put your diffuser down at the table, and we'll make sure it diffuses the bomb.
Swipe the card. Swipe the card at the front desk, and you get a free bomb.
Okay.
That's not what you want to say.
No. Wing's gonna be putting up the castle wall on this side, just up top. Switching the topic up, and we see Vlad. This is the guy to be looking for, just breaking some vases and putting up some cameras.
Yeah, I feel like bulletproof camera, very underrated.
Yeah, especially in a competitive scene. I don't see a lot of people utilize them to their full potential.
Yeah.
And action phase underway.
There we go.
Just 20 seconds gone on the timer, and we're going to see Wooter Dude pushing into the staircase. No, he's going to jump up onto the balcony over the other side, though, of the map. We see 3 characters going onto the rappel. That's huge. Rampage, Silky, and Drifter. Vlad, though, taking out Silky, making sure that his name is still known to 8K Esports, even after the little break that they had.
It's so predictable when you're in a scenario like this, because Vlad, all he's really doing at this point is just walking over to this exact same windows, grabbing 1 kill for himself, and he knows that they have the advantage off of that on the stairs. That we see one of these players, Jackal, getting caught out very early on. Vlad on an absolute rampage once again, as we see a couple of more shots going towards that one little room where everyone just wanted to repel into.
Not to boost this guy's ego or anything, but like this is a guy who I could see going into
good.
the pro league.
He's
good.
He's good.
Like, seeing him turn those angles at the perfect timing, just like that, he just
like
knows
that.
when to push.
One more.
There we go. He's got a 4-piece. Let's go for the ace, Vlad.
Why
Come on.
not?
Hit this player on the ace. That player is over on the spiral staircase. He doesn't know that, but Wooder Dude is just going to go for that 1v5 real quick.
Maybe.
And if he can pull off this 1v5, that would be quite the scene. But Vlad heading for that ace, and the whole team just, I think they're just backing off into passive angles. Wooder Dude doesn't know where to push just yet, so he's going to move to the other side of the map.
Sounds very simple. Aww. We love you too.
Okay, hearts.
That's so cute. The one thing, one thing we have to watch out for, and I don't think he's gonna go for it this way if he's memeing.
Oh! Yeti
I'm sad.
getting his heart broken.
Shocked face. I was gonna pull out some crazy analysis points saying how Wooder Dude has to, take out one by one.
Yeah.
It sounds very simple, but if you want to clutch a scenario like this, you gotta take out one by one. And right when he drew the heart is kind of when I lost hope.
Yeah, well, it's really one thing that's hard to do, especially in a 1v5 situation. You want to go for it doesn't. I don't even know what he's doing at this point. He's just having a good time.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Is this the grand final?
come find him.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're just.
You got
Wooder
one.
Dude taking out Vlad,
Oh,
shutting
he got
down the ace,
two.
picking up a double kill, going for the third. 3 seconds left. This team is not gonna push to him. Oh, picks up a third. This team is just feeding him.
What's
That
going
is the definition of
on?
inting in Rainbow Six
What's
Siege.
going on? If he, what's sad, is that if he had the bomb,
He couldn't drop that bomb.
No,
There's
he
a person
couldn't have.
right to his right.
He couldn't have. But like, what if he tried? Think he could have tried?
He could have tried, but I don't know how
don't
I
believe
feel
in him?
about the typing in chat that he's on spiral
Yeah.
staircase. That was a little bit.
Yeah, that's toxic.
That's
a little toxic.
It's a little toxic. Yeah.
Just a little bit toxic, because we're starting to see drop bots with a 3-0 coming here into this match. They're making AK look like their first round team.
Making 8K look like 1K.
Jeez, it's not a fun map to play as. He's gonna play.
Oh!
No, he's not doing it. He's not doing it. No. Don't go that.
Bow down to Lord Tachanka. On the
Mr.
side of
Tachanka.
AK Esports, we see a switch up to Thatcher and a switch up to Lion. So this might
There
be
you go.
what they're looking for. Can they take their first round, or will Dropbots go up 4-0?
Yeah, potential is definitely there, as we're going to be seeing another garage push come out here in round number 4. It's only round number 4. Feels like we've been here for not really even that long. It feels like we were here for half an hour.
It's one thing you pointed out over on the break that we had is you wanted to see them change up their play style and pushing this garage. So you want to see them push more into the garage than kind of outside of the map. They don't want to have as much anti-roam as, don't do it. Okay.
No.
Wings is like, no.
Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him.
But 6 seconds left in the prep phase. We're going to see the action come out shortly. Will Dropbots drop their first round, or are they going to keep smooth sailing in this grand final?
What's Wing doing?
He's having a good time.
Yeah, he's boarding up some bathroom walls.
Yeah. So
Quick break.
personally, like on the side of AK, who do you want to look for to? Oh, but scratch that. Let's look for some spawn peaks. No.
No.
Anyways, who do you want to look for to pop off?
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I gotta see some Wooder Dude, bro. This guy's not impressing me, man. He impressed me last week. Definitely did, but I don't know what's going on this week. I want to see some Silky plays. Silky feels like he's a good player, but they got the thermite here. Blowing into the wall. We'll see what they can do with this trap. Adapt, grabbing his first kill, with Silky grabbing one more. Knows exactly where these enemy players are, right behind that container. He sees it. He knows exactly where these guys are, but does not want to shoot Wooder. Don't want to be doing any of those shenanigans.
No, and we're going to see Wooter Dude just kind of going prone, edging
There it
into it. Vlad getting killed by Silky. Lion Call coming out. Vlad going to take out Drifter with a double kill, just clicking on those heads like they're made of Play-Doh. And he's going to push for his third character. Bales, on the other hand, looking for that first floor kill. Wooter Dude taking out Vlad on the other end of it. So we're in a 3v2 situation. Dropbots with the advantage. Bales looking for something through the windows, but he's just getting teased by some peekaboo on the first floor.
And this is so incredibly unfortunate, or at least the situation that Lion is in right now. He's not allowed to rotate because one of the members on Dropbox is just tracking him wherever he goes. And you saw it right there, Wings, right by Garage. Wings picking up one kill for himself. And Poison just doing Poison things with Mute. Just pulling out a couple of shots as Bales grabs one kill for himself. Not able to grab the second one here at the end of round number 4 as Wings takes a second kill there of that round.
That one looked a little bit better.
A little bit.
Like, it was a little unfortunate on the side of for Rampage as he was putting down his thermite. His other thermite went off and exposed him right away, so he couldn't get away from those shots, and he went down to adapt. And that put them at a really bad disadvantage. But they kind of brought it back a little bit. They just couldn't. Like, as soon as they were separated, it just seemed like there was no hope.
Yeah, and they're not going to be going back onto the basement, obviously, because they just won on that. So they're going to be going onto the second floor. But let's look at the kill chart. We got 6-2 on Vlad as well.
I think he had like 4 before we rehosted. So it's a possible 10 kills into the 5th round.
He's going crazy. He's going absolutely insane here. In the grand finals, once again, we get to see some top floor action. The one reason why I love Consulate so much is because the defending, they have a different strat for every single floor.
Yeah.
Now, you can kind of say that for every single map, but in particular on Consulate, there's kind of concrete strats. You know what the meta is on maps just like this one, and kind of I'm curious to see what exactly these guys pull out here. As I believe is this their last round on defense, or no, one more?
No, they have one more round after this, okay. And then they rotate.
Yeah.
But if it goes like this any longer, I hope this is Dropbots' pick because it doesn't look like it's 8K's pick.
No, it definitely does not look like it's 8K's map coming into this one, and I think they knew that this was going to be a hard map. And the one thing we can't do is count them out, because even though Dropbots, they got a 4-point lead, you could still come back from a deficit like this if you have a great mentality.
Vlad just barely missed. Oh, there Vlad! You go. It's like it's nothing to him.
Spawn peek. He knows exactly where his opponents are at every single point, and he's really good at doing so. So he ends up just kind of snipe shooting.
Like, ooh, piece of candy.
That's it. It's mine. It's Halloween, baby.
Yeah, and he gets a kill, and that's 8K Esports right off the bat, dropping their Jackal player Bales. They're already at a Drifter, though, getting his kill on Vlad. Vlad getting a little bit overconfident on the other side, though. Wooter Dude going down to Wings.
Whoa.
And that's Drifter getting shot in the back.
That's not what you want to do.
Not good for Drifter. Drifter in a 1v1 situation, just getting peeked by the Legion. Gets the kill on the Legion. Wings going down, so that's a 3v3 situation.
Yep.
We're going to see him slow down real quick as he has about 5 health.
He has to. He has to just try and slow down. Because he ended up just running out in the open and ended up getting shot to half HP and still was able to 1v1 the Legion. And now you see him just trying to pick a new angle. Go with the rest of his team. You saw there, sometimes on 8K, Drifter has to go for these crazy, crazy plays, and we definitely just saw one right there.
United, they stand. Drifter's going to be going up on top, getting back to his teammates, providing some support from above. Silky getting some shots in on that player on the other side of the wall. I think that is Poison peeking him a little bit. Poison really good at that jiggle peek, you know.
Yeah.
He was jiggle peeking that Lion last round, and it looked like he was untouchable. So Silky going to try to give some damage on the side of him, but we're going to see them slow on down. 1 minute left in this round. Drifter's going to edge back up to the roof, and Diffuser is in the hand of Rampage. Rampage, I don't know where he is just yet, but he's just chilling.
Not massive action coming out here as they're still trying to take as much time as they can. Grenade going to be going out as we see Poison now get a shotgun kill. Poison trading his own life as Rampage grabs one for himself. We are starting to see the Echo drone here. Let's see what it's able to do here on this point. So a little bit. Does that do damage?
It just stuns.
Okay.
Just stuns.
Okay.
Oh, the
no
C4
way, dude.
going to pick up Drifter, and we're going to see Adapt in pushing for that 2v1 pinch. Adapt and I forget that guy's name, but we're in a 2v1 Rampage against the world. Going to get shot by one, then finished by the other. That's Proko. That's the player that I want. I didn't hear a lot about Proko.
No,
I haven't said his name too much.
I don't think I've said it yet.
No?
Even in the introductions. I don't exactly remember him. Maybe. I don't exactly remember him coming in, but it's all good at the end of the day, as now we get to watch we get to see the kill feed once again. Vlad going to be taking the Vigil. Vigil, obviously very, very annoying. They're still going to stay on defense here. Dropped bots. They are taking this defense, and they're absolutely running with it here in round number 6. As we get to see the Vigil. Vigil's huge. I feel like Vlad would have taken the Vigil a little bit more because of how much he roams, right?
Yeah, and one thing I'm glad for the side of 8K, I'm glad that they're not playing by the new patch rules, because that Vigil shotgun with the ACOG would be something else, especially in the hands of Vlad. That would be quite the scene, but we're not playing with those rules. We're playing with last patch rules.
Yep.
We're going to see Bale switch over to that Jackal, and hopefully he can stay up a little bit longer than he did last round.
Yeah, definitely a huge fan of this comp coming out from AK. They have the Thermite as well as the Sledge to break through any wall they really want to, as well as a supportive pick coming out of IQ and Jackal. It's just kind of Jackal. He does some very solo queue-esque type things where you get to spot out your opponents. So it's very, very annoying to face against at certain points, but over on the other side, we see the Dropbots comp. They're kind of very basic. They switched it up just a little bit here as these rounds have went on. I'm really, really happy about it in particular, because now they're putting Vlad on more of a solo queue type of operator, right? They're not really putting him towards the team. It's just like, hey, I want you to run around. I want you to use your invis. Just see if you can spawn peek.
He's using the Boss G with the ACOG. Is this allowed? I thought we were playing. Oh my god, and he gets shots off on Wooder, dude. Doesn't get the kill, but does so much damage. Going for the impact grenade, but does not down him. I did not know he was able to use the Boss G with the ACOG, but the ops are just banned. We can still use the attachments that were added.
Of course, bro.
So, in the hand of Vlad, I wanted to see it, and we get to see it.
We did. I believe he ended up just shooting Wooder there at the beginning.
Yeah.
IQ, and he already went to half HP. Is it nice to put a ACOG on a shotgun?
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently it is.
It just turns it into a sniper.
Exactly. As now we get to see Vigil here on the bottom floor, just trying to roam all the way around.
This is pre-change-up Glass, before he had the thermal.
That's it. That's definitely true, as now get to see here at the 2-minute mark. Everyone's very relaxed, and no one really wants to do anything too crazy. As Jack kind of finds his first opponent, going to be shooting through the window itself. As Drifter grabs one kill for himself. One of the drop bots going outside, just nipping a kill for himself. Really good here on Smoke.
That's Poison. So we're going to see Drifter go for a second player. That player did rotate through the wall inside bathrooms or towards Silky.
Yep.
Actually, sorry, Silky is going to get... Oh, I thought Silky just shot through the wall, but that's Drifter picking up a kill on Wings. I don't know where Wings got shot from, but he took a little bit of damage, and we're going to see it be a 4v3 situation for AK. I've seen them lose worse advantages. So let's see if they can pick up their first round right here. This is the last round before they switch sides. So are we going to see something? Vlad getting a kill on Rampage. Vlad getting a kill on Wooder, dude. Going for that Claymore, disabling the Claymore and pushing forward. That's Diffuser down, and he's making it rain on the side of 8K Esports.
Yep.
And I was going to say earlier that you should be happy if you're Wooder, dude, that you didn't get killed right away by the Boss G, but you ended up just getting killed by it later. So it doesn't really matter. We're going to see Silky on the bottom floor. Drifter droning out for his teammate. And we're going to see Silky try to rotate around and pick something up. Drifter going to go down to Poison, though. We're going to see a 1v3 situation. It fell apart right at the seams. Honestly, I don't know what I want to see out of the side of AK, but it's not this. This doesn't look like a team that was in the semifinals going to map 3, 8-7.
No, but you could definitely say that Dropbots are looking absolutely insane here with the 6-0 going crazy here as they want to just switch sides here for round number 7. Is this match point? Yeah, it is match point. So we're going to be seeing Dropbots potentially 7-0. But once again, like you just said, AK Gaming, they might have taken a little bit to ramp up. Maybe they just need to go back to the comms and just reset mentals, as now I don't know. I don't know what they're doing too much. As dude, this Vlad's going crazy.
This is G2 World mentality.
That's it. That's it. Don't get absolutely skunked. Don't make this a blowout, man.
Let's see that comeback, 8K. You know,
let's see it.
Let's pull that.
One round, I would be happy for.
Yeah, one round. You know, one round at a time. We might see a 6-6. Ooh, 6-6.
Are you predicting that? Are you predicting that?
6-6 comeback. Let's see
see
that.
it.
8K Esports looking to bring it back. Let's get those rally caps going. I want to see it. You want to see it. So let's get right into it. Prep phase underway. Dropbox on the attack. 8K on the defense. And we're going to just see them set up in the prep phase.
And this is probably the best defense spot that they could go for just because it's so incredibly predictable on where the opponents are going to be, right? They're going to be scaling up a couple of walls, maybe coming from the basement itself. You can hear them all around you. It's very, very simple to defend a top floor matchup, especially on console.
Yeah, I'm curious as to why they didn't take Garage right away. You know, usually we see Garage played first.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it's preference. We say it again and again. It's preference, especially in a game like this. Oh,
I would have shot my friend. I'm gonna be honest. I would have 100%.
And that friend probably would be Nick, the observer.
Yeah, our observer. I kept shooting him. I'm gonna be honest. I kept killing him. Almost got banned, but
he played Rainbow for his first day of Rainbow. We almost got permabanned.
Dude. By the third kill. All right.
And here we go. Action phase underway. 2 minutes and 40 on the clock. We're going to see if 8K can get their first round win on defense. Maybe their defense is better than their attack. So let's see if they can pull it right back.
Top floor. There it is. No one wanting to be guarding this room just because it's not a safe room to guard. It's very, very annoying. As you see 3 operators now, potentially 3, going on to the point itself. As Zofia as well. I believe it's Thatcher standing on the outside of the point here, just waiting to now go in onto it.
This could be dangerous, though. This position from Adapt. If somebody just makes that rotate, that could be such a dangerous rotation. And that's, just like I said, that's a dangerous position to be crossing, especially for Silky. Silky doing quite a bit for his team, but there is a player really close to Adapt.
He's looking.
Doesn't want to rotate just yet. Thermite going to make a hole in the wall. Bales going down to Wings. We're going to see Drifter look for something as he roams on down to the bottom, making that fancy reload animation with Mozzie, but hopping onto the other side at Rampage. We're going to see Diffuser try to go down, but not successful. Drifter going down to Proco. We're going to be in a 2v5 situation, and Dropbox looking for the first round win. Is it going to work? Actually, sorry, 8K looking for their first round win on the side of Wooter Dude and Rampage. Can they bring it back in a 2v5 situation? Wing's going to take out Rampage, 1v5 situation. Wooter Dude looking for it all, but he's going to get flashed, and he's going to go down in the end, and that is game 1. Flawless game with a flawless round going to Dropbots.
There is so many times you see Dropbots in these late game scenarios pinch out their opponents. It's so pressuring to face them because they're coming from all angles. They make sure that you do not clutch those late game 2v5s, those 1v5s. It's just so incredibly annoying to face against. And that was just a 7-0 sweep.
That did not look like the grand finals. That did not look like a grand finals matchup. As especially last game, we saw 8K Esports take it all the way to like just right to the end, as close as it could possibly be. And I that did not look like the 8K we saw before. Maybe it's some internal issues that they're having. Maybe Silky is just not threading with the team enough.
The biggest thing that I'm seeing is that Dropbots are just insane. Like, they've got better individual players, and their team play is like 10 times better. They've got some crazy action and communication going on this team. But once again, like, we keep bringing this up, but AK can definitely come back with the right mentality switch, because I don't think they ended up picking that map. That was not their map to pick, right? On Villa is a little bit more of an uncommon map to see. Usually it's banned out if you do end up seeing it there in the pool itself. So maybe, who knows, maybe they've been practicing the heck out of Villa.
Yeah, well, that being that, Game 1 went to dropped bots, and it didn't look like it was even close. So heading into Game 2 will be Villa, and we'll be right back with some more Upsurge Premier League Grand Finals. So stay tuned as we're heading to a break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading straight into map 2. It's going to be Villa, and I'm hoping, I don't know if you're hoping, but I'm hoping this is a little bit closer than the last one.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's a little bit closer, but you see Vlad already in the chat. I'm buying some zebra cakes, bro, with my money.
he's already looking for the championship title. He's not even expecting this. Bales is like, I don't know about that one, man.
I don't know what I'm buying.
I don't know about that, Chief. Anyways, drop bots right away gonna be banning out Thermite. So we're gonna see Thermite get outed right away. Have never seen a Thermite ban.
That's not
That's not a Thermite icon, but it's okay because that is.
You're right. Yeah, we're pointing at our screen because in the bottom left, Thermite's icon is actually Thatcher. So I don't know what that is, but it's all good. A little bit of a bug, but
looks like Vlad got
wait,
a
that's
bit
that's our side. My bad. Sorry, I called you guys out.
Capital gonna be the second one banned out from 8K Esports. We're looking at the defender side. Who's gonna get banned on this? For one thing, I don't know how anybody plays this map, so so I don't know the meta on the bans, but let's see who's going to be the first one, and that is going to be Echo. A little bit of a typical ban coming out from 8K, so let's see what Dropbox wants to get rid of. Maybe a Mira, maybe a target ban.
Yeah. Who knows? But so far from what we see out of these bans, definitely some target bans coming on here. Definitely the Capital. When you play on these maps where there's these different elevations and certain pathways that people love to go to, especially the defenders, you want to ban out the Capital just so that he cannot fire whatever he ends up firing. So we can see that ban. Yeah,
Mira and Echo, typical. But Capital and Thermite, on the other hand, that's a little bit different than we usually see. So maybe those are some target bans. You know, Capital, he's got the smoke arrows, he's got the fire arrows. Maybe it's targeted out to make sure that people can't get rid of the certain traps that are laid out in the defender's area. So looking at these teams, we see drop bots on the defense right away. It's going to be Mute, Castle, Maestro, Duck, and Vigil. And on the side of 8K for the attack, it's going to be Ash, Thatcher, Hibana, Dokkaebi, and Nomad. Do you like these? I know you like Dokkaebi.
I love
Dokkaebi. The Hashling Slasher,
dude,
the hacker.
She looks so cute. Dude. Okay, anyways. Sorry, I'm snapping out of it. I'm good.
Whoa. He just went under a trance. You guys can't see it because the cast doesn't, but he just went into a trance. He looked into Dokkaebi's eyes, and he felt.
Dude, it's because of a sniper, man.
Ooh,
that one-tap sniper?
That semi-auto rifle is nasty.
That's so satisfying. Definitely very satisfying. We'll see if we can see it here on Villa. We've only played on this map just a couple of times, and it's very, very fun to play on all these different. Yeah.
I know this
map. Now you know this map.
Yeah.
It's always until you actually get into the match where you're like, oh, it's this map. I get it. That's how I feel about cafes sometimes.
I don't like this map.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know this was in the competitive rotation.
Of course it is, man.
But here we go, heading straight into the prep phase for round 1. Can 8K Esports find their first round of the night, or will Dropbots start heading their steamroller forward to the Grand Finals Championship win?
Yeah, we'll definitely see if that's going to be true as Castle is placing down his extra reinforced walls. I like to call them extra because they're not just reinforced walls. They're like a little bit more oomph. At that as Vigil now on the roam. So we usually see this here from Vlad as he's running all across this map. Caster dude, watch this. Adapt wants you to switch over to him because he wants to.
He's about to do something naughty. Oh my god, I can see him through the wall. Look at his 3D animation. What is he doing? Oh my god, he's having a good time on Maestro. Let's hop off of that before the viewers get a little bit nauseous.
I got motion sickness, man. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. As we see, starting to see a couple of shots coming through Dokkaebi. The taps are going to be coming through as the finger muscles from Drifter are just absolutely insane. Yep.
Oh, Vlad! That's a nasty shot from the Boss G ACOG. That thing's a sniper. I know when the first time I've seen the Boss G with an ACOG was just pre-patch, and I watched somebody shoot like 50 meters, I'd say, and get a headshot, and it was crazy, Matt. It was a crazy shot.
Yep, we're starting to see now all of the drones going to be coming out as now 1:30 hits the clock. This is definitely when the drones start going on to the point itself. Now we see Hibana with her own drone. See what she can find. Can't really find anything too crazy, as now we see Nomad as well.
Wooder Dude being down is going to be a lot for 8K. They're going to have to find out how to bring it back. Drifter going to start with his semi-auto rifle. Going to take out Wings. Let's see how Dropbots brings it back. And just like that, we're going to see Adapt take out Silky like it was nothing. Drifter very low on health. We're going to see a 2-player disadvantage on the side of 8K Esports. So a 3v4 situation. And that's the Maestro Cam putting shots into the Nomad. He's going to shake his head like, why did you do that?
Don't like that, yeah. And I believe you can only destroy it when it's open.
Yeah,
right? So
only when it's looking at you.
It's so annoying to face against. As now Maestro going to look for his own angle of his own. Going to hit the back of the player as he doesn't see one more just down the hall, as Adapt ends up trading kills for himself.
Ooh.
Bales absolutely just one-shots Vlad. It's going to be a 2-2 as 20 seconds now hits the clock. It's going to be Castle versus his own enemy as he tried to predict when the opponent was going to run onto the point. Wasn't able to do so. Now you're starting to see,
your mom's calling.
Yeah, you don't really want to be calling at this point.
But
Doki's so annoying as we see one through the door itself. Bales gonna drop as Proko grabbing a kill for himself. Dokkaebi gonna be going down with 2 HP as now Dropbots, they pick up this first round.
He's just gonna turn around like it was nothing. He expected that peak right after a little bit. So that's round 1 going to Dropbots, and we're gonna see them continue to steamroll their momentum forward. They're just having a good time all around. 8K, kind of sweating a little bit. They don't know what's going on. They obviously they had a talk in the break.
Yeah,
they talked it out. Kind of edged out what they have to do. So let's see them put that into motion now. I want to see them start to take the momentum away from Dropbots, kill that moment. They started to do it a little bit. They brought it back to a 2v2. Sadly, they just got dropped away. They didn't have enough time to work with what they had.
I think the one thing that you're starting to see now is kind of replacements to different operators, right? You're starting to see the Habana, the replacement to the Thermite that was banned. I believe Drifter definitely wanted to play the Capitao here on this map. So now you're starting to see him kind of switch between all of these different operators. It's very annoying to face against when you have to replace certain operators. But now 8K, they got to pull out. They have to adapt in scenarios like this one. And now you're kind of starting to see their weakness, right? We were talking about this earlier, where I don't know if they're able to switch momentum. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's one thing. Adapting is the name of the game when it comes to Rainbow, because you can't just be a one-trick. Right. You want to play that character on a map, but you have to be ready for that character to be possibly target banned, which might have happened with that Capitao and Thermite.
Exactly.
That might have been like just unfortunate for the side of 8K. They might not be playing what they want to play. Boy, that's toxic.
That's toxic.
It's toxic.
Don't trap him in the corner. It's your buddy.
Yeah, but he's gonna be. It's okay. It's Rainbow. You can break things. Oh my God, Adapt.
Don't switch to it.
No, no. We don't want to see it. He's just trolling, having a good time, spinning in circles on Vigil.
That's it.
So I wonder, does he have the Boss G? Can we switch over to him? I want to see if he's got the Boss G with the ACOG, which he does.
There you go.
And he's just, oh my God.
Woo! He's going crazy.
It's fun to see when somebody's having fun, but it's a little bit, it's a lot to see in the grand finals. Obviously, he's comfortable where he is.
Of course, yeah. This whole entire team is very comfortable on where they are because their early game has been looking, I don't know, at least on this map, and you can only say because of round 1, at least in round number 1, their early game was kind of iffy.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're kind of slipping just a little bit. Maybe they're just kind of being a little bit overconfident. As now, you're starting to see a little bit more of a pattern to that as Silky grabbing a kill for himself. You're already onto Adapt. Poison grabbing a kill of his own onto Wooder Dude, the MVP here over on 8K, which is absolutely amazing. We start to see a couple of more players here down by the staircase.
We're going to see Drifter pushing in. Bales putting a couple of shots down over towards the bomb site, but not clicking on anybody. Oh, but that's the Maestro clicking on your head. Proko didn't take out Bales. Silky down to a little low on health. Wing's going to be super low on the side of Dropbots, but that's disadvantage to 8K right away.
Yep.
They started off really well, getting that kill onto Adapt, but they weren't able to run with it. They just lost their advantage right away, and you see this a lot in Map 1. I don't want to see a repeat in Map 2. So can they pull it back?
Yeah, it's definitely very annoying when your teammates start getting picked off and you had a whole entire plan all schemed out for yourselves, as now we get to see more drones go out, as it's going to be the last minute of play. I thought that one of the players there on drop bots was just coming around the corner, but it's definitely not going to be the case here, as we see a couple of, or at least one player over there on the site itself.
Ooh.
3v3 going to be coming through, as Drifter grabbing a kill for himself, and another trade of kills going to be going through. Poison grabbing a kill of his own, which is really, really good for themselves. Again, it's going to be a 2v3.
Yeah, 8K Esports playing this whole matchup at a disadvantage, it feels. I don't, like, as soon as they get an advantage right at the start, we just see it fall apart. So here we're going to see Rampage with the cam on him, trying to find something, but just missing some timing. Sees the backside, going for the shots, picks up Poison, not even taking any damage. So we're going to see Wings and Proco against Rampage and Drifter. Wings, just slowly holding this site, but he could turn the corner and he could get caught out right here. Oh, did Rampage not see it? Rampage just missed that sight line. Oh, he gets it down. He gets it down, but not out. Down, but not out. So we're in a 2v1. 3 seconds left. He has to drop the bomb. Proco goes down, and 8K Esports win their first round in this grand final. So we're tied up 1-1, baby.
That's it. It's going to be 1-1 here on Villa, and this is what we were talking about, is that AK, they chose this map. They know exactly how to play this map, and you're starting to see them come out there. It's a little bit too close for my liking, but it's definitely a start to what could be a really nice win streak.
That was down to the last second. 8K Esports really knows how to give us a heart attack.
Definitely, as you say. I actually saw Adapt hover the Wamai. He's going to switch off and go over to the Cade.
What?
The Wamai is the new...
oh, I haven't seen the new operators yet.
The new operator. You thought I was just making up a word?
Yeah.
Wamai.
Wamai. Yeah, I know who that is.
I Wamai, you Wamai. Okay.
Anyways, he's gonna switch over to the Cade though, so we're gonna see that kind of substitute to Bandit come out. I haven't seen Bandit used all matchup, so maybe nobody wants to play Bandit anymore.
I thought Bandit would have been useful on Garage Hold on
console. You usually see that happen, but they never picked him once.
Yeah,
sad little Bandit.
honestly, yeah.
Sad Bandit.
Sad Bandit.
Instead, they want to play Cade.
Yeah. Useless. Useless. Oh, no.
Nobody wants to play Bandit anymore. We can throw a Cade charge.
Yeah, exactly.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. Oh,
yeah, no.
Why adapt? Why you got to do us like that?
I don't like it. Get it off my screen. I don't want it in my show. I don't want it. No.
Is that him just like going across his mouse pad? Do you think?
That's what he's doing. Back and forth, going
but we're
crazy.
swiping our hands like the mouse pad. So Wing's going to look for that spawn. No, he's going to throw his Val cam.
Oh,
his black eye right out. Oh, and he gets some good sight lines.
He's just standing in the window. Come shoot me.
South
I dare you.
You know what would be funny if he pulled up that camera and there's just two players on either side of that.
Yep, that would have been crazy. Just for the sandwich. Just for the sandwich. For the
Rampage going to be holding on to that diffuser on the side of AK, and we're going to see the action come underway. Wings got a lot of information, and he probably sees Drifter entering in right here. I don't know if he can see that silence. Oh, he could. He's going to go for the run out.
He's going
for it. Oh, and Drifter doesn't know what's behind him, but that's a Wing behind you, and it's going to take you out. So 8K Esports at a disadvantage right away, and Wings playing that perfectly with the Valcam.
Val flexing her biceps just like how she does best, and ends up grabbing a kill for herself, which is absolutely amazing. Wings, one of the star players on this team, as we saw earlier, is able to find the correct angles. As now we see a player prone. Obviously, the player on AK could not have seen them.
I hate this, the pictures, like the outlines to the wall.
Yep.
It's just, sometimes it really gets me. Like,
whoa. Yeah.
Whoa, he's going to see him. No,
yeah.
wait, that's just us. We can see that.
Yeah. Not going to see it just yet, as now 140 hits the clock, is round number 3. You can see maybe a couple of peaks here. Thatcher almost finding his pick, as now might want to try and keep holding this area. Maybe they want to try and switch it up here, as I feel like drop bots, they're fine, man. They're fine with where they are.
Yeah, they're just chilling, big chilling on the point. We're going to see 1 minute and 20 seconds left. 8K Esports has to start with something, and that they just got to push into the point and run away with it.
Definitely do so if they can do it. If they want to try and go crazy here, AK Gaming, they're in the position to do so. As now you're starting to see the Zofia go a little bit more aggressive. She sees the 1 minute, hit the claw, because now Silky grabbing a kill of his own onto the really, really huge priority target. As Thatcher just trying to peek through the boards here.
That's a weird visual glitch
definitely
that we see on our side.
Oh, Silky
holding that tight angle, and he's just going to be holding that and waiting. Rampage going to try to open that up, but the Cage Charge is going to delete his Hibana shot. So here we go. He's going to open up the wall, and he's going to rotate around. Bale's going to be holding that side still. And Zofia, Silky going to down, but not out that character. Bale's going to take out Wings, so that's going to take out Wooter, dude. So we're in a 3v3 situation. Proco still down, but not out. So that's a 2v3.
We heard.
So Proco is going to go down, but Rampage turning the corner. 14 seconds left.
He's fine.
Doesn't check the right angle, and he goes down to poison. 9 seconds left. 8K has to start doing something. And here we go. We see Bale's going to go down. We're in a 1v2 situation. 1v1. Dropbot's going to take that, and they're going to go up 2-1 in the situation. I don't like that. They're waiting way too long, and it happens all the time. We see it in the collegiate league. We see it in the Upsurge league. We see it in the pro league.
Right.
They wait too long sometimes.
Yeah, and you also saw there where Poison was the one that held that one corner. I forget who on AK ended up just running through the barbed wire, but it was just a very easy audio.
Yeah.
Audio listen, if you want to call it that, where you listen and you just wait for him to peek the corner. You're able to get him very easily, but yeah, you saw the scoreboard there, and now you're starting to see a couple of more of these players on top. Proco definitely is up there with Poison, gonna be up there with them, just teasing us. Just gonna go for the Cade, the good old classic.
Is that the new op that he was teasing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, my. We said Lamau.
Lamau.
Yeah.
And here we go, round 4 underway, and this is the closest the match has been since the start.
Yep. Definitely very, very close one at that. As now the prep phase is going to be coming through for the multiple time here on this stream, as they want to try and create a couple of holes through these walls. I've said it once, I'm going to say it again. Why use doors when you could just use hole in the wall?
Who needs a door sometimes when you can just break everything in sight? So going into round 4, do you want to see anybody change anything up on the side of 8K?
Well, I mean, you were talking about different points within the game itself when they want to try and go aggressive, and definitely AK has not been the ones to do so, even though they do have a lot of breachers over here on this side. And I really do love these supportive type characters. You can kind of call Zofia a little bit of a support because she has her specialty weapon, and it can either do actual frag grenades or just flashes, right? I
really like Zofia. When Zofia first came out, I mained Zofia because I loved her gun. Vlad! Oh my god, on the other side.
You loved her gun.
Forget what I was saying about Zofia. I like Vlad. I like seeing him body some people on the Jaeger this time. Having some fun. But Zofia, though, really enjoy that character out of this round. But when it first came out, that gun and like how you could flash and destroy stuff. It's like, why need an Ashe when you have a Zofia?
Exactly. Zofia, very, very useful, and we're starting to see the effects of it here on this map. But she's kind of dead right now. We're not going to see her until round number 5, as now the 2-minute mark is going to hit, as we can see a couple of peaks coming through. 8K not doing the correct thing. Adapt, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. As Adapt grabs a second kill for himself. Going to grab himself a double kill at that. Going to now go towards the stairs, maybe try and back off just a little bit. As now we start to see another rush come in from Drifter, as Wings picks up a kill of his own.
Rampage in a 1v5. Adapt really low on health, but everybody else on the side of Dropbots at full health. This is going to be a tough one to break, but I've seen crazier things happen.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some crazier things happen, as now you can see Rampage. Where exactly is he going to be going over towards? Because he's shifting on the ground, but he's not exactly doing anything productive, as he maybe wants to try and run out the clock here. I don't know.
He's just going to be waiting. Maybe he wants to draw a heart on the roof.
Maybe.
Maybe he wants to X out that heart and break our hearts.
I mean, we saw the last guy do it.
Yeah, Wooter dude did that.
Yeah. Nice little guy.
Yeah, he was having fun, but everybody on the inside is Dropbot's just going to be shooting wild, having a great time, grand old time. 50 seconds left in this round. Will Rampage start to do something? Let's just check and see how it's going. Rampage, this is his live stream. He's having a good time. He's vlogging. He's vlogging outside.
I thought you were gonna say this is his time to rampage. I was gonna facepalm so hard and you didn't say it. So I'm proud of you.
Well, this is his time to rampage right now.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Enemy detected outside. That's gonna be Poison on the smoke. You know what's really funny? It really suits his name that he's gonna play smoke because his name's Poison.
Did you just notice?
Yeah. I mean, you didn't point it out, so I wanted to point it out. And there we go. Rampage starting to push in, and he gets instantly deleted by Wings. I thought he got that kill, but Wings just shut him down right away, and that is the third round that Dropbots picks up.
Yeah, wow.
Dropbox?
Dropbots. That's what I thought you guys were saying in prep. You guys were talking about Dropbox, and it was actually Dropbots. And I was like, no, it's Dropbox. No? What are you guys saying? I sound like an idiot now. That's fine.
Anyways. Anyway. Oh, there we go. Bandit.
Bandit's good.
Happy Bandit.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to play Cade. Why would
Does
you play
Cade do the same thing as Bandit?
Well, you like electrify things.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. Nobody wants to play Bandit. Let's see that Boss G with the ACOG.
Go back to Cade. Just go back to Cade.
Just why don't you play with a new character? Why?
No.
Now.
Nice, you're learning the name already.
Yeah, it's not the proper name.
That'll be useful for us in like a year.
Yeah. Then in a year when they decide
months.
to make the rules change for Rainbow.
Just for us.
Here we go. Prep phase underway. Dropbox looking for their fourth round. 8K Esports looking for their second round. 30 seconds into the left on the prep phase.
Yep.
And Wings just dancing around, throwing cams away.
Yeah, I wanna see Valkyrie do a little bit more here with these cameras, because that camera, I don't know, I didn't like the passive camera. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of the passive camera that's coming out here.
Nah, nobody wants
I like these more aggressive ones
that
we ended up seeing him do before. Oh, almost drive by that little drone. Wasn't it? I don't think he was able to do so.
I just love the alt chat. Like the alt chat between these two teams are so funny. It's like you got Vlad like, "Hey man, what's this?" And then everybody else is like facepalming, like, "Don't listen to him. Stop
asking questions.
Stop asking questions, Vlad.
All right.
Just keep shooting. Stop asking questions.
Yeah,
it's not why we picked you up.
Close out the round, please.
It's not why we picked you up, man.
He's not. I don't know. Maybe he's having a little bit of fun.
He's having a lot of fun. Wings gonna take out Wooder Dude, and
what's Wooder doing?
Vlad gonna take out Bales, and one by one, it just looks like 8K Gaming losing their sanity. But here we go, back down into a 3v3. Silky gonna take out Adapt and Wings. So just on his own, that was just nuts. Silky having a really good game. You know, we talked about Bales and Wooder Dude.
Wow,
oh,
what?
Vlad! Oh my God, we're in a 2v1 situation. Rampage against Proco and Poison. Poison playing Legion, another Poison character. And then we're going to see him go up against this. But let's see if Rampage can clutch up this time, because he wasn't so successful last time.
I'm definitely very confused on how Wings ended up seeing those two players on where they were. He was very quick.
Yeah, and I don't know how those two players are just looking the same way.
Yeah.
That's like Rainbow 101. Don't look the same way as your teammate.
Yep, Habana trying to destroy now a camera, bulletproof camera.
You can't shoot a bulletproof camera. It's bulletproof.
I was gonna say, can you destroy a bulletproof camera and then you can
if
with
you
a
punch it. Yeah.
Thank you.
If you punch it, you can.
Okay.
But you can't shoot it. It's bulletproof.
That doesn't make sense. How can you punch something but not shoot something and destroy it? That doesn't make sense.
And then here we go. Proco going to be holding that outside angle. Rampage going to be trying to throw some flashbangs in. But
there it is.
Grenade stopper going to be stopping those grenades.
Grenade stop.
And here we go. Rampage starting his rampage up in round 5. Pushing in. And he's going to get Goomined right away. He's going to want to take that little thing out of his foot.
Yep. Little little tick.
A little tick out of his foot.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to take any more damage.
It's more damage. It's really good how he ended up kind of pre-firing towards that door.
Yeah.
You know, he's still very aware of his surroundings, but man, this dude's got 20 seconds. I don't know if he's going to be able to plant anytime soon. I might just eat my words as there's one player. Right in the corner.
Oh, but you're found. So we got
Right
11 seconds
corner.
left. 1v1 situation. Rampage against Poison. Poison going to put some goo mines in his foot.
That's
no
so
matter where you go, you're
to
going to
your
be
left, bro,
poisoned.
to your left.
And he's going to get shot. Try to get shot through the wall, but
No
there
way.
we go. Dropbot's going to be picking up the 5th round as nobody wanted to push the site on 8K. Rampage not doing it fast enough.
Yeah.
Those goo mines delaying a lot of time.
Yeah, the goo mines were definitely very annoying here on defense. 4-1. You saw him step on one. He walked a couple of steps and stepped on a second one. Legion ended up just running away. Definitely a huge positive to playing Legion here on this map is that there's a lot of tight corridors.
You know, as we take a look at the leaderboards there, we really saw last game on console, it was the Vlad show.
Yep.
It was non-stop Vlad action.
Look at me.
And this time, we see the whole team just even on the kill board. Like,
Yep.
nobody is shining on this map. They're all working so well together, having a grand old time. But other than that, 8K Esports has no answer for this at all.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen this much destruction in Rainbow Six in a long time,
Definitely.
as usually the matchups are super close.
Definitely very close at that. As we saw that last week, we saw it definitely in the collegiate scene where it was, we almost kind of created that story pattern where it was one team wins, the other team is going to win, right? And it's just that constant pattern of win on one side, win on the other side, win on that side, win on the other side. And whoever ended up coming up by 2 was going to eventually take the momentum. Or maybe even the underdog story was going to be created. But now it's just an absolute slaughter fest where Dropbots, they ended up picking that map number 1 consulate. They destroyed, obviously. They're coming back here onto Villa. This is not even the map that they... I don't want to say that they don't know this map, but they definitely didn't pick this map. So we get to see them here. They did drop just 1 round. So I don't know.
You know, everybody should start a petition to rename this team Slaughterhouse.
Why?
Because it's a slaughterhouse. And here we go. Round 6 underway. Action phase going off. Dropbots looking for the 5th round. 8K Esports looking for the 2nd round. Can 8K pull it back? Underdog story underway.
Definitely a huge underdog story if 8K can come back into this one. As we started the round, we see Vlad just pick up a very nice early game kill. Vlad picking up a 2nd kill. What? What?
They can't even make it to the barricaded walls before going down.
What? I don't know what I just saw
Here we go,
there.
Vlad.
He might find one more as he looks towards the window itself. Takes just a little bit of damage, but he's completely fine as the player on AK not wanting to peek whatsoever because it's very dangerous to do so versus someone like Vlad. As Vlad's just going to back off, and there's kind of a little bit of a stalemate going to go through here.
Yeah, and here we go. The phones are going to be called by Dokkaebi. I didn't even see
calling me mom.
I didn't even see Dokkaebi get picked, but here we go. Wing's going to take out Bales, so it's not just the Vlad show. We're in a 2v5 situation. Vlad going to be spraying through the walls, but not connecting with anything. Drifter on the roof and Hibana on the ground. He's going to try to enter in the front door, and he's going to do it, but he's going to get shot right from above by Poison. Poison he's just deleting the team. He's going to go outside and just play peekaboo with that player. But Adapt is going to take out the flawless round for Dropbots, and they're going to be up 5-1.
That's what I was talking about. When you're in a 2v1 scenario versus Dropbots, they pinch you. And you saw it there. They both ran out the window, and they knew exactly where this player was. And it puts the player on 8K in such a weird mindset.
They make you look like you've never played the game before.
That's exactly what we just saw there. As now we get to see a couple of, I want to say, new picks. The Twitch going to be coming out here. I believe that was picked just a little bit. But, switching sides?
Yeah, we're switching sides in round 7
like
as
that.
it's 5-1. And Dropbots are going to be on the attack. 8K Esports on the defense. They're going to switch over.
There it was.
The
Sniper.
Kali?
Yeah.
Kaylee?
Kali.
Kali?
Kali.
Okay,
Sniper
but
girl.
we don't get to see Sniper Girl.
Not for a couple months.
Not for a little while.
Not for
So
3
I'm
months.
curious, do you think 8K Esports has what it takes to defend on this map all the way back up to a 5-5?
No. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I think they have the potential here. We saw it in that one round, obviously, when they ended up winning. It was very, very close. That's the only problem. Right? So I think with the defensive switch, and I believe that's why you kind of picked this map.
Yeah.
As weird as it is to say, you kind of want to pick a map that you're really good on defense, because on attack, no, sorry. I was going to say on defense you're playing both attack and defense at certain points, but are you? You are.
Kind of.
You kind of are, because if your opponents actually end up planting the bomb, then you immediately switch from being the defense to attack.
Yeah.
As weird as it is to say, it kind of is the thing that ends up happening. But you're playing on both sides, so we'll see if AK can now eventually pull up and defend the point.
Honestly, I just want to see that comeback come out. I'm a fan of comebacks,
I'm a fan of
it
comebacks,
really
bro.
looks like 8K Esports aren't working together. It looks like they just started playing together. But Silky going to take out
There
a
you
dab
go.
on the stairs, and what a shot. Proko going to be following up, but finding nothing. And here we are. Silky going to maybe be waiting for another player to push, get a little bit overconfident, but nobody is going to give it to him. So advantage to 8K right away.
Ooh.
But Proko going to be
Wings,
with
huge.
the nice sight lines. Wings going to pick up Drifter on the side of drop bots. So we're going to see a 4-4 situation. Poison looking for something, Wings looking for something, and they're just off to the drone races.
A little bit of a weird drone glitch, but
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but actually no, I was gonna say is that usually with Legion, what you end up seeing is him actually place a trail of goo mines, but he didn't actually place it there, as that was way too fast for me to even say anything. As Silky actually ends up picking up a kill with his own goo mine onto Wings, which is really good for himself now. In a 4v3 scenario, AK. If AK is gonna win any round, this is gonna be it. All their members are on full HP. It's absolutely crazy as one member of AK ends up going outside, picking up a kill for himself. Is Vlad. If anyone's gonna clutch this, it's gonna be Vlad, as he comes on here full HP on Twitch, picking up a kill for himself. Now looking down into this hallway, gonna pull out the Glock just to run just a little bit faster.
2v3 situation, and we see it all. We've seen it happen on console.
Oh, that would've been cool.
8K Esports gets a little bit too confident in situations like this, and then
Definitely.
and they can lose this on the flip of a dime, because they still have Vlad and Poison, two high-hitting players. So here we go. We're gonna see that both of them push together, and that's what I like to see. I like to see them pushing together. I like to see them working as a team. There's a player on the other side of that wall. We don't get to see a
nice
gas
smoke.
grenade comes out, and it's gonna block their sight lines on. So they're gonna rotate on over to the other side.
Yeah,
43 seconds left, and they're gonna be making their attack underway.
Ooh, you can see Habana here going to be placing her mines through the wall as Wooter Dude ends up picking a kill onto Vlad. Can Habana 1v3 this? She didn't even want to check the hole that she just bursted there. As one player right behind the bar as one ends up peeking. Poison going to pick up his first kill here. Going to now just look through the peeping hole. Not going to find anyone just yet. 14 seconds left here on the clock. She still has the diffuser itself if he wants to place it down here. There's just one player right behind the bar and one player right behind a wall. Not able to find any of them as AK picking up a round for themselves.
And they're picking up the second round, edging
There
the
you go.
momentum into their side. So that was a really good round from 8K. I like to see them playing together. I like that run out from Bales. That was a really good run out. You got refragged by Vlad, but you did your job and you picked up that player on the rappel. So let's see if they change up a few things. On the side of drop bots, we see an Ash coming out. Not a Conley. We don't get to see that player. But we get to see a Jackal on Wings.
Jackal, there we go.
And a Thatcher on Proko.
Yeah, well, I mean, Vlad this whole entire time has been playing ops that are very solo queue-esque. Maybe he's been trying his own luck with Twitch. Didn't really work out for him. Now he wants to play Ashe. And Ashe, I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is a 3-speed character. So she goes really, really fast. And that's exactly why I think Vlad wants to pick her. Just because she's so incredibly fast. She's just going to go to one location, grab a kill for herself. Absolutely take over that
Tiny little hitbox on Ashe. That's what everybody didn't like about Ashe. I think they fixed that, but the hitbox on Ashe used to be incredibly overpowered when you played her.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure like every single game you played, you always saw an Ashe. Like at one point when I played Rainbow,
Yeah.
back in like
Way back.
season 3.
Right.
Not even, like it's still in year 3 or whatever. And Ashe had that really bad hitbox, and you always saw her run in, and going side to side, going all crazy,
Yeah.
going crazy,
Going crazy. Going insane.
go crazy, go insane. Ha. And here we go, Maestro Cam.
Nice transition.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
5-2, 8K Esports looking for the comeback. I'm excited. I want to see them. I want to see them do it, and it's starting right now. I'm gonna call it 6-6.
Really?
They're gonna go to overtime.
Yeah. Are you calling that here?
Yeah.
That could be really cool to watch to see if it could happen, or we're all gonna be going home early. I know our sound producer wants to go play his Oculus because he has Skyrim. He finally got that, so he's really excited. But we get to now watch.
Let's go on a quest.
Let's just talk about Skyrim. But
No, you can't shoot cams in Skyrim.
what are you talking about? What are you trying to say? I'm kidding. I just gotta have a full-on conversation. Have a full-on conversation with our guys
And
over here.
here we are, though, into round 8. 8K Esports looking to pick up their third, looking to pick up something. Adapt already in the site, Proco already in the site, and they are taking so much presence into the bomb area. They're going to be pinging off spots to blow up. They're going to be trying to look for something. They have the sight lines through that. Poison looking for heads. He's head hunting right now. Flashes into the point, but doesn't connect to anybody. And Vlad going to be looking, just shooting through walls, trying to find some cheeky shots. But this could be, you know, there's one thing that happens to teams who go up with big leads, and that is the confidence. They could be getting overconfident, and that could be their downfall.
Yeah, it could definitely be their downfall here as now a minute 30 hits the clock, and we've seen it so many times where momentum just absolutely switches. As now Proco just trying to find a new angle for himself as one of his teammates just goes right in front of him. Oh, a couple of shots, a couple of pre-fire shots at that, going to be going towards one of these blown up holes from Habana. As now Legion just trying to hold one of these corners. He knows exactly where this player is, and he lands the headshot. Silky is going to be the guy to do it. I was talking about on Consulate how I want Silky to be that guy, and he's definitely doing that here as he gets double flashed. On this map, a really nice pre-fire shot. Bales grabbing a kill for himself. Adapt landing a headshot with the FAMAS, and they still see this player in the corner. They know that he's right in that back corner. Not going to be shooting him just yet. So now it's a 4v2.
And here we see Silky. We're still on with him. He still wants some heads. He's going to be looking for something. He's edging that corner. That smoke. Adapt's going to take out Rampage. 2v3 situation. He's going to take out Silky. 2v2. Down to a 1v2. That is Bales and Drifter against Wings. Wings going to take so much damage. Push some damage back. Not connecting with anything. Going to pick up Drifter. We're in a 1v1 situation. Bales against Wings. Wings next to no health on his side. He's got to be careful. Hits that goo mine. Very, very low on health. How is Bales going to take this? And that plant diffuser is going to be planted soon. And he's going to be pinged through the smoke.
Shots?
Oh, but he gets the... What just happened, 8K? You cannot let that happen to you.
Vlad saying OMG for a reason as the plant started, and that was a 50-50. If he didn't land those shots, round would have been over. AK takes it. Dropped bots last second.
That was insane. And honestly, you had no time left on the time bank for 8K Esports. You know, all you had to do was peek that. You knew he was going to go for the defuse because he had no time left. If you peek that and take the... I don't know what they were thinking there.
Hey, it's Amaru.
Amaru. We don't get to see Amaru get played.
No,
so
that's not legal.
That's
not
different.
legal. Maybe
oh, here we go.
It is. Now it is. Nook. Wait. Oh, just kidding. Sorry, there was still time left. Snoke. Nook.
Snook.
All of these different names for this operator.
Anyways, match, map, game, point. Drop bots looking to take it all right here. 8K Esports, if they want to stay in this tournament, grand finals, match life is depending on how you play from now on.
Yep. definitely the potential that's going to be coming out here for Dropbots. Is to either take this home decisively with a 7-2 victory, or can 8K finally pull out? Because I feel like now they're starting to finally try hard. Like, try hard. Because they are doing some insane things here on this map that I didn't even think was possible. And they just need to close out their executions because they haven't been doing that so far.
It's one thing that's not fun to see, and you really saw it, is that the morality, the confidence of 8K just didn't seem like it was there at the start of this map. And that's what happens when you get 7-0'd. But in the grand finals, you can't let that happen to you, and it's really unfortunate to see. But it just doesn't seem like they're themselves in this game. And they don't seem as confident as they were in their matchup against Slaughterhouse.
Exactly. You saw one of the players there on 8K just walk through one of those blown up walls and look above him because he doesn't want any splinter marks, right? You don't like that too much. As now we're gonna be heading into this match point match. So we see Jaeger here. What can he find here on red staircase? Nothing for the time being. Gonna be peeking into the hole itself. Now Habana gonna try and blow up this wall and maybe try and find a new angle here onto this bomb site.
And he's going to be making those sight lines clear for his teammates. Poison going to be looking for something. Adapt's going to be just prone, looking through that hole, trying to find a pick. That is the Legion of Silky on the other side of that wall, so we're going to see them play close as they can in this position. He played out of his mind last round. Unfortunately, his team couldn't back him up in there. Oh, okay, Adapt. That was a little bit of a weird spot. Oh, but just barely missing each other. And that could have been confrontation, but we didn't get to see. Oh, and he's shooting for the leg. Vlad going to take out Wooter Dude on the side, so that's going to be advantage to 8K. Vlad getting another kill on Silky. Vlad taking no damage, too. He's going to finally get downed by a player on 8K. Drifter going to take out Adapt as Wings takes out Bales. Rampage going to take out Poison. We're in a 2v2 situation because Vlad is down, but not out. Proco is very, very weak in his health bar. Wings has a little bit of damage on the side, but so does Rampage. So we're going to just see how this unfolds. Rampage is going to be holding that angle. He has to be careful because he could have been shot out. Proco looking at that camera. Vlad very low in the health bar. And we're going to see that rotation come out from Wings.
Yeah, he's got to go for it.
We're going to put a hole in the wall. He's going to be rotating out, make some noise in the barbed wire. So that player heard that over on the side of AK. Are we going to see something happen here? He's going to just drone out real quick and slow it on down because we still have 40 seconds left.
Yeah. Sometimes with the drone, you end up seeing him, different players leave it behind. Now you got to catch it all the way back up as we see one more kill go over. A really nice shot coming in from Wings to potentially close this one out as Drifter looking through the floorboards themselves. He's not able to find anybody for the time being, but maybe he can try and find a new angle. Satchel Charge going to be coming through this window. Can he find the alley-oop? He's not able. He's actually able to do a lot of damage to both of these members. Going to down one of these members at that. Rez going to be coming through. Drifter grab one kill for himself. He's on full HP. Planning to the diffuser is Wings as now we see Drifter go towards the point as AK ends up winning round number 9.
This team really makes my my heart beat. We're always down to the last second.
Makes my leg shake. Makes my fingertips tremble.
It just makes me scared because they always bring it right down to the edge, and we're shaking in our seats to see if AK can still hold on to this, and they really get through it. That was a weird peek that was lost. I think that was Rampage that peeked into watching that room. He peeks in and he just gets instant headshot. He knew that character was there too. He totally knew, and he was ready for that, but he still lost the fight. So it dropped down to a 2v1. I was worried. I was worried about that positioning from Maverick. What are we gonna see? I was worried about that positioning from Bales though, and I was hoping that he could pull it off, but he was all the way down on the front floor. That was a clutch C4 to take out that player on dropped bots, and when he got up, I don't know how I think he let go of the diffuser, and because the time was out, they lost the round.
Yeah.
But that could have been trouble for 8K if they still had like 2 seconds left.
We get to see another prep phase come through as a lot of these members are going to be placing up these reinforced walls. Maybe break a flower pot. Why not? Maybe drink some hot sauce while you're at it. Why not?
Play some pool.
What? Just play some pool. You want to play some pool?
8-ball pool?
Yeah.
On the
I'll smack you at that.
Oh, that's Okay.
I'm so good at 8-ball pool.
He just
I'll give
boost
you
his
2 more.
ego. 8-ball pool champion over here.
Yep.
Calling himself out.
Yep.
It's okay.
Beat you.
Rampage gonna be dropping his cam on site. We're gonna see. I didn't know you can you can put holes in the wall there. Oh, I guess you can.
That's cool.
Is
that to the outside?
Don't think so. I think that
Okay.
was to another room.
That's a secret room.
That's a secret room.
Huh.
Oh,
one
Bale's gonna
player.
be shooting at. Just gonna be 2 players there. Gotta be
What?
worried.
Whoa, that would have been really good. Really, really good as Bales takes out Vlad. Vlad, yeah, I don't know. He's saying that he sucks in all chat, but
I don't think so.
yeah.
That ain't it.
I don't know. Maybe he's not really doing so hot here in this round. I can definitely agree with you on
Being
that
too
one.
toxic. And it's
Too
really
toxic.
showing. It's karma.
Yep. It's gonna be 4-4 here as the 2-minute timer hits. You were talking about how AK were not as aggressive. They were not being aggressive. They weren't making any plays, and even on defense, they are allowed to make these plays, and they're definitely doing so. Trading 1-for-1 is also really, really good if it is on a priority player.
Yeah, Drifter has to be careful though because he's roaming and he has next to no health. So he
One
has
wrong
to,
peek.
Yeah, one wrong peek can mean the match here. So he has to just be careful and roaming around. Take those corners carefully. Check all the angles you can, those typical angles, but the players on dropped bots are going to be pushing into that second floor. Wing's going to be covering the stairs behind them. So they have that flank picked up. They are ready for somebody to be roaming, but Drifter. Somebody just above you. Just right click above.
Oh, no, he's not.
No, you won't throw it.
No.
You won't throw it.
He's like, do you know what he's thinking right now? Maybe
Maybe I'll throw it.
Maybe there's someone on top of me as Proco. Gonna grab himself 1 kill here on drop bots. He was one of the star players here on this team whenever Vlad ends up going down. Gonna be picking this window itself too. As another member, Proco gonna grab himself a 2nd kill. Jab grabbing a 1st kill. A Silky, and that is gonna be it. GG's in the chat as dropped bots are your undefeated this season, and they're also undefeated champions.
So Dropbot's going to be your Upsurge Premier League Grand Finals champions. They're going to be taking home that hefty prize pool that they win, and they're going to be having a good time tonight buying some zebra cakes.
Yeah, zebra cakes. You remember those?
Yeah.
Right, when you bring in your lunches,
Yeah.
into grade school. Hey, who wants to trade? I got a granola bar. My friend had a zebra cake. And
Vlad wants to trade with you. He wants some of those zebra cakes. So that was quite the showing from Dropbots. They looked like they were not bots. They definitely did not look like bots. They looked like a top tier team that could be that was incredible matchup between from them. They played out of their minds. They just made 8K look like they didn't deserve to be in the grand finals. Shout out to 8K though. They did play really well on that Villa map, bringing it back a few rounds. Their defense looked excellent. In some situations. Some situations they looked a little bit like there was some holes in their plays. Yeah. But other than that, anything you want to touch up on those matches?
I mean, it was a very fun play style to watch. Very aggressive, coming out from the team that won.
Dropped bots.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm brain farting.
Anyways. Vlad.
Sorry, guys.
Vlad, every time we were on with Vlad, even when he was playing the Boss G, I just wanted to see those spawn peaks come out from him. I just wanted to see somebody get spawn peaks. As weird as it says, I wanted to see the spawn peaks. And every time they spawn peaks, I was just on the edge of my seat, like, oh my god, are they gonna hit this? They're not gonna hit this.
And they did.
And they hit that.
Yeah, they hit it.
On Consulate, we saw a lot of spawn peaks, and it was really, really good. But that being that was your Upsurge Premier League Rainbow Six Siege Grand Finals. Your winners, Dropped Bots, going to be taking home the prize pool. And going on, any final words you want to say to the viewers?
Thank you guys for having me. This was a very, very fun stream to cast.
Yeah, and this is ourselves, Colin Seymour Moore, myself, and Daniel the Saved One Mana, my co-caster, the excellent, the Kingsman we are, and we are having a good time on these Rainbow Six casts. So thank you for having us, Upsurge, and to all the viewers, I hope you have a good night, and see you next time on Rainbow Six.